Now, good morning, all of you. So, today topic atomic structure. It is nothing but structure of atom. So, here in atomic structure, we discuss about total what is the structure of an atom. Before I have given what is called matter. Anything that has mass and occupies
Using
some space is called matter. Then I have given physically it is classified as solids, liquids, and gases. Chemically, it is classified into pure substance and mixtures. Further, the pure substance can be classified into elements and compounds. Elements further classified into metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Then compounds are mainly classified into organic and inorganic. Then mixtures are two types, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, this concept is completed. Now, here matter is made up of molecules. Molecules are made up of atoms. Further, the atoms are composed by subatomic particles. Atoms are composed by subatomic particles like electrons, protons, neutrons, neutrino, antineutrino, antiproton, quarks, mesons, and so on. Okay, here lot of fundamental particles are there. Out of that, the important subatomic particles are electrons, protons, and neutrons. Particularly, these three subatomic particles are also called fundamental particles. The main important particles. What are fundamental particles? Electrons, protons, and neutrons. Now, so here John Dalton John Dalton given Dalton's atomic theory. The first atomic theory was given by John Dalton. That is known as Dalton's atomic theory. The theory is called simply Dalton's atomic theory. So here the term atom was proposed by John Dalton only. The term atom was proposed by John Dalton. The word atom is derived from Greek word atomio. The word atom is derived from Greek word atomio, which means indivisible. Indivisible, not divisible. It is uncuttable, not divisible, indivisible. According to John Dalton, matter is made up of molecules. Molecules are made up of atoms. Then the atom is indivisible particle. Atoms are fundamental building blocks of matter. According to John Dalton, atoms are fundamental building blocks of matter. Here, John Dalton given some process.
Sir, you are not visible.
John Dalton is given some postulates. Listen. What are the postulates? Important points. Here, first one. So, according to John Dalton, the matter is made up of small indivisible particles called atoms. The matter is made up of small indivisible particles called atoms, which can take part in chemical reactions. According to John Dalton, the matter finally it is made up of very small particles. These are indivisible particles. These particles are called atoms. These atoms are participate in chemical reactions. And second one, the atoms of the same elements are identical in size, identical in mass, identical in all properties. What is the meaning of that? The atoms of the same elements. For example, I have taken H2. The element having two hydrogen atoms are there, HH. The atoms of same elements are identical in size. Both the hydrogens are having same size. Both the hydrogen atoms are having same mass. Both the hydrogen atoms are having same properties also. So the atoms of the same elements are identical in size, mass, and other properties also. Now, atoms of different elements. Atoms of different elements. Atoms of different elements are differ from each other in their properties and masses. Atoms of different elements differ from each other in their properties and mass. For example, I have taken two different elements. One is the hydrogen, other one is the chlorine. Here, the atoms of different elements differ from each other in their mass and properties. As here, hydrogen mass is the different and chlorine mass is the different. At the same time, hydrogen properties are different and chlorine properties are also different. Now, atoms can be neither created nor destroyed. Atoms can be neither created nor destroyed. These are the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. So, the first atomic theory was given by Dalton. The term atom was proposed by John Dalton. The atom, it is derived from Greek word atomio. It means indivisible. What are the main points in Dalton's atomic theory? First one, the matter is made up of small indivisible particles. These are called atoms. Generally, these atoms are participate in chemical reactions. Second one, the atoms of same elements are identical. The atoms of same elements are identical in size, mass, and all other properties also. Third one, the atoms of different elements differ from each other in their masses and properties also. The last one I have given, atom can be neither created nor destroyed. These are the postulates of John Dalton's atomic theory. Okay, here some merits. In John Dalton's atomic theory, some merits also there. See this. What are the merits? So here, Dalton's theory able to explain some basic laws like law of conservation of mass. We know about that. The mass can be neither be created nor destroyed. Just it is converted into one form to another form. Then law of constant composition and law of multiple proportion. These all basic laws can be explained by Dalton's atomic theory satisfactorily. Okay, it is made one of the merit in Dalton's atomic theory. Now, so in Dalton's atomic theory, some drawbacks also there. Okay, see, drawbacks, demerits. What are the drawbacks of Dalton's atomic theory? First of all, Dalton's atomic theory not explain the internal structure of an atom. What about internal structure of an atom? Just he was given, so the matter is made up of small indivisible particles. These are called atoms. These are take part in chemical reactions. Okay, here Dalton's not explain the internal structure of an atom. It is the main one of the drawbacks in Dalton's atomic theory. Not only that, it could not explain how atoms of different elements differ from one another and combine with each other. So here John Dalton not explain how atoms of different elements differ from one another and combine with one another. Okay, this concept not explained by Dalton's properly. It is also one of the drawbacks. And third one, so if you are observed, if you can take glass or ebonite, it is a vulcanized one type of rubber, ebonite, EBONIT. Glass or ebonite. If so, when the glass or ebonite rubbed with the silk or fur, when the glass or ebonite rubbed with silk or fur to generate electricity. So, why it happens? So, it is not explained by John Dalton. It is also one of the main drawbacks in Dalton's atomic theory. Generally, we are observed if you can take one glass and silk. Okay, the silk rubbed with the glass automatically to generate the electricity. So here, why it happens, it is not explained by Dalton's atomic theory. So these all are the drawbacks in John Dalton's atomic theory. What about that first one? What I have given? So it is not explained properly the internal structure of an atom. Second one, it could not explain how atoms of different elements differ from one another and combine with one another. And third one, it fails to explain the experiments like glass or ebonite rubbed with silk or fur to generate electricity. These all are drawbacks in Dalton's atomic theory. Okay. After Dalton, number of theories, modern theories, explain, says atom is also divisible particle, but according to John Dalton, atom is indivisible. But later, based on several experiments, so they are observed, atom is also divisible particle. It is also composed by some subatomic particles like electrons, like protons, neutrons, neutrino, antineutrino,
ஒரு
positron,
1.26 டாலர் இருக்கு என்கிட்ட வேலட்ல
protons,
ஃப்ரீ வந்தானே வித்ட்ரா பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
and so on. Out of that,
ஆட்டா போல் ஆப்
out of the fundamental particles, The important
நீங்க
one,
வெப்சைட் தான் பாக்குறீங்க, நாங்க ஆப்ல
electrons, protons, and neutrons. See, generally, the modern theories says atom is also divisible. Atom is also composed by some subatomic particles like electrons, protons, neutrons, positron, antipositron, and so on. Out of that, particularly electrons, protons, and neutrons are called fundamental particles. Now onwards, what are the fundamental particles? Electrons, protons, and neutrons. These are called fundamental particles. Out of that, protons and neutrons both are present in nucleus of the atom. Protons and neutrons both are present in nucleus of the atom. So these are called nucleons. What are nucleons? Protons and neutrons are called nucleons because these are present in nucleus of the atom. The electrons revolve around the nucleus in circular path. These circular paths are also called orbits or shells. Okay, now here. So out of fundamental particles, so electrons, what is the charge of electrons? So what we can say, what is the charge of electrons? Electrons are positively charged particles. Sorry, electrons are negatively charged particles. What about protons? Protons are positively charged particles. Neutrons are chargeless. Generally, if we can take out of fundamental particles electrons, see, these are negatively charged particles. Protons, positively charged particles. Neutrons, chargeless. Now here, electron, proton, neutron. So what about here electron? How do we represent about electron? Say anyone? It is generally represented by symbol E, negatively charged. Protons, positively charged particles. Neutrons, chargeless. So generally electron, it was discovered by Thomson. Proton, Goldstein. Neutron, Chadwick. If you have observed, the electron, if it can take the charge, the relative charges we are observed -1 simply, here +1, here 0, chargeless. These are called relative charge. If you can take exact values in coulombs, that is electron negatively charged, that's I have taken negative sign, -1. Whatever that, 602 into 10 power -19 coulombs. That is nothing but, if we can take in ESU, electrostatic units, 4.8 into, that is equal to 10 power minus 10 ESU. In coulombs, minus 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. In ESU, minus 4.8 into 10 power minus 10 ESU. Here, charge of electron and proton both are equal, but the signs are different. For example, if we can take what about proton? Exactly, that is 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Otherwise, it is nothing but in ESU, how much that? 4.8 into 10 power minus 10 ESU. Okay, here both values are equal, just the signs are different. Now, what about neutron? We know that it is a neutral, the charge is referred as a 0. Now, if we can take electron, the electron mass, generally it is almost negligible mass compared to proton. For example, if we can take proton relative mass, I have considered 1. Here, proton and neutron almost both have same masses. Proton, it is somewhat little bit less than neutron mass, but almost we are treated as a equal, almost. Relative masses, what I have taken here, 1, 1. Here, the relative mass of electron. So it is almost 1 by 1837th part of the mass of proton. Here the relative mass of proton, how much? 1. That is also very less, just 1. Compared to that mass, the electron mass, 1 by 1837th part of the mass of proton. Because of that reason, the mass of electron is almost negligible mass, very less mass compared to proton, whatever like neutron. Okay, if you can take exactly the electron mass, if you observe 9.18 into 10 power minus 27 kgs. Okay, that is 9.18 into 10 power, approximately that is 10 power minus 31 kgs. See here, I have taken the electron mass 9.18 into 10 power minus 31 kgs. It is nothing but in AMU, atomic mass units, that is equal to 0.006. Okay, 0.546 AMU, atomic mass units. Because of that reason, the electron mass is almost negligible mass. See, observe this, 0.000546 AMU. Okay, if we can take proton, the mass of proton, what about the, it is a 1.6, okay, 1.68 into 10 power minus 27 kgs. Or if you can take in AMU, that is equals to approximately 1.00728 AMU, atomic mass unit. So otherwise, if you can take neutron, what is the neutron mass in kgs? That is 1.6. Okay, almost it is a 1.675 into 10 power minus 27 kgs. 0. 8665 AMU series, atomic mass units. Okay, here if you can take proton mass exact value to 1.673. So with respect to this, we can take like this. So these are the masses of fundamental particles: electrons, protons, and neutrons. See this? So electron was generally discovered by what we can say Thomson, proton, Goldstein, neutron, Chadwick. So here I have taken the fundamental particles: electron, proton, neutron. Here electrons are negatively charged particles, protons are positively charged particles, neutrons are chargeless. So the relative charge of the electron I have taken -1, here proton +1, neutron 0. The charge in coulombs, electrons 1.602 into 10⁻⁻19 coulombs. Proton also same charge, but the signs are different. So with respect to electron, I have taken negative sign. With respect to proton, here positive sign. If you can take same charge in ESU, that is equals to 4.8 into 10⁻⁻10 ESU. Okay, here neutrons are I have taken 0. After that, if you are compared masses, so I have given proton and neutron almost both have equal masses. Almost equal masses. That's the relative mass I have taken 1, 1. Here the electron mass, it is 1/1837th part of the mass of the proton. So compared to that, it is very less, almost negligible mass. Okay, what is the negligible mass? If you can take that is in cases, the electron mass that is equals to 9.18 into 10⁻⁻31 kgs. Otherwise, same the electron mass in AMU, atomic mass units, 0.000546 AMU. Here, proton and neutrons, observe this, almost both have same values. Okay, 1.673 into 10⁻⁻27 kgs, that is for proton. So 1.675 into 10⁻⁻27 kgs, that is for neutron. Now, see, out of the fundamental particles. So here, electrons, protons, neutrons. First, what about electron? So electron discovery. Now, see,